I need mobility perks to get in, and I need ways to. It's not even so much a it's not even battering. Like I feel like legitimately, I actually feel like Gizmo beats beats Batman.
He does beat Batman for sure.
That felt. We're finishing up right now.
You should be good in like a second.
Well, I thought he was gonna. I thought Twilight was gonna walk out, but they did not. So, yeah, true. But yeah, they're good to go now. So, but yeah, I think definitely think Batman loses the Gizmo, and I'm gonna figure it out with Batman because I want to. Yeah, once again, I agree? Why did Gizmo get buffed?
I agree. Yes, we were. He did not. But going into game number 1 on Trophy's Edge, Sice versus Chavo. Now, Sice has gotten close in the past.
Yeah, it's he's definitely made it close. But the problem, I actually wouldn't be hard-pressed against the idea of him going Gizmo, but Chavo's so good against zoners that it's near impossible to set up, and it's a majority of that has to do with boots of speed. So I think if you're Sice, you put your best foot forward here and go with the Shaggy.
I agree. Going with the Shaggy is definitely like gonna get him the most progress. This character, even though it doesn't have like the 100% or like the free rage, this character has so much like power in his moves that those kind of don't matter. That said, he can't get back out of that.
He used every single dodge. It doesn't matter if the second hit of down attack's not connecting. If you burn every single resource getting hit by it 3 times in a row.
It don't matter.
Yeah, it does not matter. Well, Chavo now has a momentary lead, of course, is the way I always prefer to say it against Shaggy, because Shaggy doesn't really let you live for long periods of time past the 70 damage mark.
Yeah, so once you are past 70, Shaggy has all of his specials that will basically take you out.
Yeah, he's a big fan of using the down special with armor compared to, like, say, Zion, who likes to use the neutral special.
Yep.
And I think Chavo understands how to play around that, so he's going to have to be careful when he tries to go for it. And he's also got to be careful when he tries to charge rage, because Chavo will throw a gem at that every single time.
Yes, and he's been also mixing up with that with the high five there. That move has such a lingering hitbox and beats out projectiles too. So it's a smart move to use in neutral sometimes. That said, there's the down special.
There's his favorite kill option right there. Gonna go ahead and find the down special and get him. And it has the armor, so it's hard to respect sometimes. But whenever you see Sice in the air, there's a high likelihood he's gonna press it.
Exactly. I mean, the thing about it is like it's very similar to like LeBron, where like down special with the armor is just a way to get in against people without multi-hitboxes.
Yeah, and he's currently struggling. That's what we're just saying. You literally can't charge while Chavo's on the stage because he will get the gem and he will smack you with it.
Exactly. So going for that kind of play is very risky. You're basically saying, hey, I don't have anything to do here except hope that you don't hit me. But 49%, I mean, Shaggy can find a pretty good combo here and get him into like a KO %.
Yeah, he's like we said before, borrowed time is a big portion of what happens against Shaggy. But Chavo is playing with the lead right now because he understands like you need to find your opener. I'm gonna play anti-air, and you have to find a way through that. That's really all that I'm gonna allow you to do.
Yeah, coming in with the down specials, utilizing the armor still on that move, and just trying to find the stock. He's only at 61, so he needs a lot more percent.
Yeah, well, he's going to get him on the bag.
That's going to take it.
That was a lot of money in the bag that time, too. Now, we haven't seen a whole lot of times lately where Chavo's been able to rack up the coins as easy because with the absence of the perk that gives you free gems post a fully charged neutral attack, he's forced to spend his money a lot. He didn't have to there because Sice kept doing, like, the same stuff.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, so having like those situations where like you have those extra resources makes sense.
He's mentally messing. He's doing the Sice thing where he's saying something that doesn't make any sense and Chavo can't he can't wrap his brain around it. Well, he's gonna go to Cromulons though. Like this is a pretty common counter pick, which actually, funny enough, I was thinking heavily about going here against Gizmo. I think it might have worked better because there's less room. But
bigger blast zone though. That's what we were saying.
Well,
so once
smaller
the
bottom blast zones though.
Touche.
That's I think that's the only way I could knock him out. But here with this stage, high blast zone doesn't really matter for Shaggy.
No. Well, Shaggy does not care about the high blast zones, and if you do get caught on top of the speakers, you're just asking to lose your stock at 40. Speaking of which,
yeah, Chavo was able to do exactly that, and he's gonna get the boost of speed on just because he wants to continue to rush him down. It's in that it's in that moment. Mickey Lance.
Mickey
What
Lance.
is this Mickey Mouse stage?
I mean, for what it's worth, this stage has so much like cheese involved with
It's
it.
funny because it's the Jake player who said that, who happens to be one of our best Jake players.
This is also Jake's best stage. In my opinion.
I know it is. It's not even just an opinion. It's just factoid. it's one of those stages that like benefits so heavy. It's kind of like a heavy mix block getting caught so high in the skies. Even with good DI, he did go very to the left on that one. Didn't matter. He got Chavo using that speaker like you said, and smartly going over there and breaking it.
Yeah, he took out one of them. He only needs the one. If you have it on both sides, it actually is more beneficial for Finn.
If he didn't knock him upwards, by the way, he was actually dead. He sent him up with an up air. Oh, that was close.
That was so close. Down attack is so dangerous on this stage because of how low the blast zone is. If you get caught with one, even at like 30%, you're stuck.
Yeah, that's the trade-off here. Very low blast zones, very high blast zone, which you can abuse occasionally while the speakers are up. But the left side's finally starting to get abused a bit. Getting close to being broken finally.
I think that if he actually knocked Sice into that with the down attack, it would have broken it and he would have fallen off stage.
Pretty close. Oh, he gets the armor hit, but he had to dip out because Chavo was in a better position to punish him post the armor. Sice hunting to find a knockout, but he just cannot find it.
Yeah, going into this game, it's definitely looking like Chavo is like in it. He does not want to go down here at all. So Sice is going to have to kind of mix things up in order to get those stocks as like quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Because he's already at 151%, and Chavo is looking for the second stock already. That said, that almost takes it off the top.
Yeah, very close to it. Looking to get a second one in his favor. Sice, I mean, if he can get rid of this stock, find a down attack spike or something, he could get himself back in the game easy. That being said, that's if he can hit him.
Yeah, exactly. He has it. Okay, there's the attack, but
there's those
high blast zones. It's a trade-off for coming to the stage, and just like that, Finn at 173 is going to take the attack and get the up attack to knock him out.
Yeah, you got those uppercuts, but I have the option to fully charge my mobile kill move.
Yes. Finally getting that stock, though. He's getting a point on the board. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I mean, he started off, but because it was already a attack decay and he was falling, he only put 15 on him. But like you were just alluding to and what we were pointing out last stock, there's a world where if he drags him off to the side, he can get him on a drag down.
And the combos coming out of Sice are actually putting in work. 54% already. He's only got 13 on him right now.
Yep.
So he's actually looking pretty good here.
Sice is playing very well today. If I remember correctly, I think it was you who sent them into losers, correct?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so outside of like that matchup getting sent there, pretty much everyone else he's been
so
bodying,
scary.
but or having a good time at least with outside of that Zion set. Like this is now Chavo pushing advantage again. He could die here. He could die here. He wanted to go for the setup. You already know the setup.
Exactly.
Teleport
that
the wall.
and then just spike. But isn't able to get it. That said, he's carrying him all over the screen right now and racked up a whole 80% to kind of, almost seal the deal.
Yeah, he's going out there. Going to punt. He had the right idea. He's usually not very good at punishing the gems because it's hard to react to them sometimes, but he was in a position. He knew where he was going to throw it that time, just couldn't get there quick enough.
It's just the side B afterwards, that large hitbox, it makes it very tough to actually punish the gem after he teleports.
Yeah, and he is having a hard time finding an opening right now. Goes for the neutral attack. Is still not enough, though, and he's doing everything he can. This is Shaggy we're looking at, and he still can't find a knockout.
Yeah, without like being able to get rid of those gems, it makes it so hard to actually get like the speed advantage over a Finn. But getting the first stock property of LOL Ajax.
I hate G so much.
That's hilarious. What's going on, Swoon? So we're in.
Okay, I'm sorry. So
we're in losers finals right now, and it's Chavo versus Sice.
I'm gonna add lore behind the pizza box. So for anybody who didn't hear it earlier, I see you, stupid. Who didn't hear it earlier? Last week, when I was fighting against you, it was game 3, and I lost my stock at 75 and at 45 to close out the game when I was camping, playing really well, and I was pretty frustrated earlier that day, anyways. And I had a burst of salt. I don't normally rage out, but I was pretty upset. and I flipped a pizza box that was in range of me. I
With
thought the
pizza in
box
it.
was empty.
Nope.
It was not. So
It was half full.
So there was a half-full pizza that ended up on the floor, and now they've been toying with me since, especially because I got the run back on them this week. But we're gonna see the Rick come out. So doing the Sice dash with Rick, that was pretty funny looking.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to see. I was talking to Twilight earlier, actually, in this matchup. I think Finn wins this.
Yeah, I also think Finn wins this. Well, at least from what we've seen so far, because trying to set up against Finn is one thing. Having to charge your moves to set up against Finn is another. That allows him to just sneak in.
Exactly. And he's able to dash through the Meeseeks. Rick's only out to Finn approach is going to be that the jab combo there. Neutral or forward attack too. But all of his other hitboxes are too stubby to actually deal with sword.
Yeah, and it's not the easiest thing to do dealing with that sword, because you have, like I said, we have the shot, and usually you want to have other setup, but he just gets into Boots of Speed just changes the whole name of the game. Like, your cooldowns are too long to challenge that.
I would like to see jab 1 into up attack out of Sice, as that is a confirm that could lead into an up air follow-up or an up B
heavily
follow-up.
tried to remind people that during the breakdown. It's like, hey, look at this. If you're close enough, this, boom, kill confirm. Also, every time you have the morph, well, normally it's a good thing. That time he was too big.
Yeah, that actually played against him.
That reduces your knockback too, which is a crazy thing. Like, you may seem like you're at a detriment for that. There's actually only positives to being morphed. So that is bad. And he tries to go for the huge down air, but he's not respecting Gem again anymore, where he was last game.
The problem is that Chavo's combos last too long for Morph to matter. So by the time that Morph is over, Chavo is in his up B, and that reduction of knockback doesn't make sense, doesn't happen.
That's a good point, actually. There's not a lot that works in your favor for that. I am happy to see how many people are attempting to try out Rick, and he was not ready for it. He was still in hit stun. You gotta, you mash dodge, go for portal, take the punish on center stage. It's fine. I'd rather do that than lose the stock outright.
Exactly. Losing your stock outright in this kind of matchup is not what you want to see. 103.
That is a
charge.
Huge rocket.
The huge rocket coming out, just barely missing the Finn.
That missile is massive. He's doing his best to try to get in, but he's not really been able to set the tone, and Chavo's just abusing that fact. It's like, look, I don't really care that much about everything you set up. I have 2 stocks up. I can rush you down. I'm on borrowed time on this one. That's if you even take me out.
Yeah, something that I would like to see him use a little bit more is the Meeseeks. It's one of the faster projectiles that he has, and he can choose different options to mess up
Side
Chavo.
Meeseeks is your friend, especially right there off stage. You could send it at him and force him to take a different recovery route. It also can eat the gem. Yeah.
So you force him to use an option that you could then cover with your forward air.
This is Meeseek setup time.
Yep. Or the down attack.
He found the down air eventually, but just anything you can. Send Fart Bomb down there, like you were just saying with the down attack. Meeseek. So this is just obviously this is day 2. So Sice doesn't have the Rick down yet, but if it's anything like what I just dealt with the Gizmo twice today. Before his Gizmo sucked. I won't even put it lightly, but he put in time and you saw the difference. If he puts in that same time, that was good. Yeah,
that was really good. Used the portal to actually hit Chavo as he went past, which also would have stopped if he used the shielded version too.
Yep. Right now he's getting juggled to oblivion, having a hard time getting down to the ground. Fully charged up attack won't be enough to do it, but he's going to go out there after him. It's looking close to a wrap because I just haven't really seen Sice win a solid neutral interaction. He gets slapped. That's a rare occurrence seeing that connect.
Yeah, but the up attack is going to take it, and Chavo going up 3-0 versus Sice and having to fight.
Yeah, and that was a statement for Chavo for sure. Coming back from that, after the set that he had with you a little while ago, it shows that he's definitely feeling much better.
Yep.
We'll see. It's time. You have a whole set up on him, and is this going to be the one that Retro walks away with? We'll find out in a minute as you get up and go to the stage. And I'm gonna have Twilight rejoin me on the mic here in a second. I'm gonna actually set our names this time, so when it's done, it'll actually be us, not whoever was here previously. I hope everybody's been having a good time tonight. Again, I appreciate all of you who always tune in every single week, whether we have 20 people, 100 people, it doesn't matter. I'm just happy that you're here enjoying this with us as we continue to grow the MultiVersus scene around here.